continues. Survivor collapses after the Supreme Court order. It's relief for Unnav's Beti after the legal fight, and a long legal fight, that is. No bail for Sengar. He will not be walking free. The High Court order has been overturned. Sengar will not be released. But on camera, we are bringing to you the victim, the survivor rather. In fact, collapses right after the very order from the Supreme Court comes in, putting a stay on the High Court. It's been a tough few days that we've been tracking for the survivor herself. Since the very evening when the particular verdict came in from the Delhi High Court, we've been seeing her different places in the national capital protesting against that very order. Nalini and Anisha both continue to be with us. Nalini, quickly, I'll take a response from you on this. What are we learning on this very front with regards to the Unnao rape case survivor having collapsed right after the Supreme Court order?
Well, Shreya, we have to understand that this has been like a long fight for her. And not just a long fight in terms of trying to get justice, but also the fact that she has been up against somebody who has so much muscle power, so much money power, somebody who was a sitting MLA, a representative of the people, aligned with the ruling dispensation. So it was a very difficult, it must have been very challenging, not just emotionally, physically, financially, mentally. It must have been a very challenging time for her. And after all that time, once the trial is over, once the judgment has been given, he has been convicted. For the High Court then to step in and suspend the sentence, even though temporarily and even though prima facie, but to suspend the sentence would have likely taken a toll on not just the survivor but also her family. It is a process that is mentally taxing, physically taxing, to be in courts every single day, hoping to get justice in a case. And like her lawyer was also stating a little bit earlier, there is nothing that can be considered a win for her, considering what she's gone through. The only thing that she can hope for is to be able to get justice in this case. That's why it's so crucial that the Supreme Court has stepped in at this particular point and ensure that justice is not only done but is seen to be done. And that is why the highest court of the country is ensuring that the faith of the people in the criminal justice system continues to be there, and that is not dismantled, which is why
मेरे साथ गलत किया था। आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने मेरे साथ बहुत अच्छा किया। एक अपना पति खोए बैठी है वो इंसान, उसके बच्चों को हिसाब मिलना चाहिए।
आपको लगता है कि आजीवन कारावास बरकरार रहेगा अब जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने स्टे दिया है, आगे जब सुनवाई होगी?
नहीं, सीधा फांसी होना चाहिए। मेरे जितने पति हत्यारे हैं सबको फांसी होना चाहिए। सारे बाहर घूम रहे हैं।
आगे कहाँ जाएंगी? अभी क्या आपका आगे कदम रहेगा?
आगे कहूँ नहीं जाएंगे, बस वही निजामुद्दीन में रहेंगे। हम खुश हैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट पर, धन्यवाद। से खुश हैं। केवल 2 जजों ने मेरे साथ गलत किया था। आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने मेरे साथ बहुत अच्छा किया। एक अपना पति खोए बैठी है वो इंसान, उसके बच्चों को हिसाब मिलना चाहिए।
आपको लगता है कि आजीवन कारावास बरकरार रहेगा अब जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने स्टे दिया है, आगे जब सुनवाई होगी?
नहीं, सीधा फांसी होना चाहिए। मेरे जितने पति हत्यारे हैं सबको फांसी होना चाहिए। सारे बाहर घूम रहे हैं।
आगे कहाँ जाएंगी? अभी क्या आपका आगे कदम रहेगा?
आगे कहूँ नहीं जाएंगे, बस वही निजामुद्दीन में रहेंगे। हम खुश हैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट पर, धन्यवाद। से खुश हैं। केवल 2 जजों ने मेरे साथ गलत किया था। आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने मेरे साथ बहुत अच्छा किया। एक अपना पति खोए बैठी है वो इंसान, उसके बच्चों को हिसाब मिलना चाहिए।
आपको लगता है कि आजीवन कारावास बरकरार रहेगा अब जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने स्टे दिया है, आगे जब सुनवाई होगी?
नहीं, सीधा फांसी होना चाहिए। मेरे जितने पति हत्यारे हैं सबको फांसी होना चाहिए। सारे बाहर घूम रहे हैं।
आगे कहाँ जाएंगी? अभी क्या आपका आगे कदम रहेगा?
आगे कहूँ नहीं जाएंगे, बस वही निजामुद्दीन में रहेंगे। हम खुश हैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट पर, धन्यवाद। से खुश हैं।
Here's the plight of this very family, the particular survivor herself, her mother, who's also now come out to speak, thanking the Supreme Court for this very stay, but also saying that lifetime sentence is not enough. They still demand capital punishment for Kuldeep Singh Sengar in this very case, given what they have been dealing with over the years ever since this came to light. Srishti Ojha now joins me on the broadcast with more details on this, as she was inside the very courtroom when this entire case was heard. Srishti, very good afternoon to you. It's a big verdict that we see. Kuldeep Singh Sengar will definitely not be walking out of jail at this given point in this very case, as well as what we are learning. But Srishti, I want you to take us through some details of what you saw play out in the courtroom. We have been bringing our viewers all the arguments that were placed, but I want a first-hand narrative from you of what went down in that courtroom today, with the Unnao rape victim also being there in the very court today.
Well, as you rightly pointed out, the fact that the survivor in this case of the survivor who had to face this unfortunate incident back then was also showed the courage and the strength to come to court herself and question this very order that was passed by the High Court in itself is extremely something that we should appreciate. Not only was she did she come to court, she was right here a few moments back where we tried to speak to her, but she did not comment. In fact, when we saw her walk outside the courtroom after the order was pronounced and the Supreme Court in a way passed a favourable interim order, as far as the prosecution and the complainant in this case is concerned, we saw her be extremely emotional. She seemed very emotional with tears in her eyes and she couldn't speak. And then she was taken by the security personnel outside the courtroom and outside the court premises. So a very a brilliant show of courage from her side as well. And as far as today's order is concerned, it is relevant not only in terms of the legal aspects of the legal importance of it, but also the very aspect of protection of women from different kinds of offences, especially sexual offences in this country. As far as the details from the hearing is concerned, we saw the CBI put a very clear-cut case before the court. The CBI pointed out that the High Court's order, the impugned order, which decided to suspend the sentence of life imprisonment of Kuldeep Sengar in the Unnao rape case, was completely flawed, specifically because the entire order is based on one particular technicality. According to CBI, the interpretation of that particular provision or the interpretation of the aspect of whether or not the said person would fall under the category of a public servant or not is not that crucial as far as suspending his life sentence is concerned. The CBI said very clearly that Kuldeep Sengar was not convicted only under the POCSO Act, he was also convicted under the Indian Penal Code. And if we see the provisions under which he was convicted, provisions of the IPC, one particular provision deals with the offence of rape of women who are under 16 years of age, in which case the minimum punishment is anyway 20 years, and it can further extend to life or till the time of the biological death of that person. So even if one disregards the POCSO provisions, the IPC provisions and the offences under which he has been convicted are serious enough to keep him behind bars and to not release him on bail. Other than that, we saw the Solicitor General of India, Tushar Mehta, point out that the tragedy, the incident that we're talking about is an extremely gruesome, extremely terrifying incident, and to let a person loose, to suspend the life sentence of such a person would set a very wrong precedent, even as far as the law regarding such offences is concerned. Now, the larger aspect of who will fall under a public servant, whether or not the MLA, a person who's an MLA or a member of parliament would fall under the category of public servant as far as offences under POCSO Act are concerned, is something that the court has agreed to analyse, which is why the court has issued notice to Kuldeep Sengar in this case. However, in the meantime, the court has stayed the High Court's orders, clearly stating that Kuldeep Sengar would not be released from jail. Important to point out here that Kuldeep Sengar is already behind bars in another case relating to the death of the survivor's father in the Unnao rape case, which is why he couldn't have walked out of jail anyway. This is something that the court has also played the court also took note of, saying that usually we see whenever a lower court or high court decides to grant bail or acquit any convict or under trial, the Supreme Court usually hesitates before interfering because it concerns the aspect of that person's liberty. However, in this case, the cases, the situation and the facts are peculiar and very different because he's anyway behind bars, which is why the court decided to grant a stay. And,
Srishti, that's the entirety of of what happened inside the courtroom today, and thank you for bringing us a detailed account of what went down, both legally as well as definitely a show of courage that we see from the victim herself, the survivor herself, who came up and she was in the courtroom questioning that very verdict. Right now, it's